Welcome back. This is Bonita Creek RC, and today we're going to put a new transmission in my Ascent18. I have an Injora Purple Viper in it, and it's way too fast. This is a Red Cat radio from like their 10th scale stuff, but the way the trigger is it's like 75% like forward and then like 25% reverse for the throw of the trigger. So when you touch reverse, like it's pretty kind of jumpy, like there's not much movement in your finger, and then it'll just like launch backwards. So just really, you really have to have your finger tuned in to this remote and know how it is. But if you don't really have your finger adjusted to how jumpy it is, then you can be on an obstacle and then need a little reverse and then just go like that, and that just messes stuff up. And I don't have anything to adjust the ESC with, so I can't go in and adjust the reverse speed. So it's 100% reverse. You can hear it's the same pitch whine when it's going forward or backwards. So it's just too fast. And this one is the 24-to-1. The stock transmission is 13-to-1 gear reduction. So this is like 45.8% underdrive, I think. So it should almost bring the speed down by half. So yeah, it'll be good. Like it already has some slow speed control. Like the amount I move my finger to get it. Like the amount of, like you can do it can do all the speeds. It's just there's almost no movement of your finger. It's just the tiniest bit of movement. It just makes it hard to drive. And it also has a little bit of cogging sometimes. I didn't do it there, but it just doesn't have enough gear reduction for the 2800 kV Purple Viper outrunner in it. So let's get this installed. Here's the new transmission. It looks pretty sharp. It's an aluminum case and it has these machined edges. Looks real nice. I'm gonna weigh it. I don't know how much more the aluminum will weigh, but it'll be sprung weight, so you don't really want that much sprung weight, but it will be it'll be fairly low. But alright, we'll get the drive shafts off and we'll pull this thing apart. Alright, I got the drive shafts off, and this transmission still has the plastic gears, and I've been wondering how well the plastic gears would last in there with the outrunner. All the gears seem to be good, except that they're just a little light on grease. Alright, let's get these gears out. Let's see, this has it has a O-ring on there, I think. Then this one. Red Cat just kind of copied the TRX 4M transmission style. The gears aren't compatible with each other, but it's just the same kind of vertical with the three different shafts with the different gears on them. Okay, let's weigh the stock transmission. This weighs 16.6 grams, or pretty much 0.6 ounces. And then the Injora one weighs 36.7 grams and then 1.3 ounces. So yeah, it's a fair increase in weight. This has steel gears in it, and then the aluminum case. Well, these sound good. I don't know if you can hear them, but yeah. Injora makes some pretty good gears. Yeah, these gears look pretty nice. I don't know why they did that. They kind of press fit this gear on top of that one, but oh well. Yeah, they greased the bearings on them, but they didn't really grease the teeth of the gear, so I'm gonna have to throw some more grease in there. Yeah, the machining of the case looks really good, and their gears are always real precise. Alright, just gotta pull out this one. And let's see. Okay, with these transmissions, you just want to make sure that the pinion gear on the motor is set at the right depth, because you don't want it to come and hit this gear from the back, and you also want it to have full contact with the spur gear, I guess. These don't really have a traditional spur gear, but this one would be it. And it being still set from the other one, it's lined up really good. So I'm just gonna throw some more grease in it and then slap it together. Okay, I think I got it adequately over greased, and I don't know, it seems like it's about right. I always think it should have enough grease that it'll always be able to just pick up more and keep it on the teeth. But I don't know. I have also over greased an SCX24 axle so much that it burned up a stock motor. So I've learned not to over grease those axles anymore. It was so stiff it barely move. Okay, got to put back in the truck, and yeah, it's a lot better. So, can you see how slow the motor's going there? Like, this is just great. That's so slow. Man, that is nice. I think it still has some speed, but it's not like what it had before. Reverse is quite controllable. And there you can see the motor compared to the drive shaft spinning. Like, it's just crazy. Yeah, I'm so glad I got this. This is gonna be nice, just having more gear reduction, and it's always better to have more mechanical advantage. Like, if you have more gear reduction, it'll give it more torque, and it'll accelerate smoother. It just is overall better. The only downside to crazy gear reduction is if you can't give it a bump, if it doesn't have enough wheel speed. That'd be a ton of gear reduction for a 2800 to not have enough bump. Let's see, gotta get the light bar plugged in, and then man, that's just so fun. That is so slow. Alright, I think we're ready to go hit the rocks. Alright, out on the rocks with the new 45% underdrive transmission, and the throttle delivery is a lot better. It's a lot more forgiving with your finger. For like if you did that, it would just launch. It's pretty uncontrollable. You have to have very fine-tuned finger to this remote. Like, it still has some speed, and it does have 100% reverse, so it's still kind of fast. It's much more controllable now. See if we can pull up on this. Yeah, there's not much grip on that wood there. We kind of got it up on there kind of bad. Yeah, I love these tires. These are Injora XHX Pins. They're 60 millimeters tall. They're a little short for these axles, but the main problem with this small tire is it's stuck. The main problem with these is how far the C-hub sticks down with these wheels. These wheels have 3.75 millimeters of negative offset, and it just really exposes the C-hubs, and you can see on the screws how worn they are. It does hang up on those all the time, and then it also hangs up on the skid. Those are the only two things that I don't like about this truck. It just hangs up on those C-hubs and this skid plate. Yeah, these tires have excellent forward drive. The rocks are getting a little warm for S5, I think. You see, like that's pretty good there. Because those are river rock, and they're so smooth it's almost impossible for them to get grip on stuff. A lot of tires just can't do it. Man, one of the chickens must have laid an egg. They're going crazy. They're squawking away. So let's see how it does on the dirt here. Yeah, these tires do best on like sandstone, but they do pretty good on the dirt. Okay, back on the bench and for the final thoughts. Yeah, this is one of the best upgrades I've done to this thing. Like, getting the brushless system in it was really good, but it kind of made it hard to drive just because of how high kV it was. It being 2800 is just way too fast. So with the 45% more gear reduction, it's just about perfect. The only other upgrades I would do to it right now is if I could find a reasonably priced carbon fiber chassis with an angled skid. There are some, but they're pretty overpriced. I commented on one of Injora's shorts on YouTube that a carbon fiber chassis with an angled skid for the Ascent18 would really be good, because with how I have mine set up, it's pretty low and LCG, but the skid being flat, it just hangs up all the time. And then the C-hubs, it's just because I have these wheels with negative offset, it really exposes them. It's not as big a deal on my Ascent18 Scout because I have 0 negative offset wheels, so it's not any wider than a normal wheel, so it's just less exposed. Yeah, I definitely recommend getting one of these 45% underdrive transmissions. And Injora actually just released a Rovern system, and that's for the TRX 4M, but I'm pretty sure they would fit in the Ascent18, but I don't know if I'm going to get one. They cost $109 for the system, and then it'll be free shipping. Then there'd be a little bit of a international fee, but yeah, it's a little more than I want to spend for a brushless system in a mini crawler. The Purple Viper costs $59, and it's one of the cheapest ones that you can get, and it works really good. I guess the $109 isn't bad. A lot of the Furatech systems do cost a little bit more than that. I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you like what you see, and we'll see you in the next one.